Hello friends, I am Ankita Meshram, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department at Tulsiramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. So I welcome you all in today's video lecture based on subject Serving 1. The topic which I am going to deal with in today's lecture is the numericals, which is based on angular measurements by using prismatic compass. So I begin with the lecture. Before starting, I would like to tell you that the theoretical concept of the topic I already briefed in my previous video of compass survey. So, you can watch that video for the theoretical concept. Before begin with the numerical, you must remember the following table, that is the conversion of whole circle bearing to reduced bearing. Whole circle bearing is nothing but the bearing of a line is measured with respect to north in clockwise direction, and reduced bearing is the bearing of a line is measured with respect to north as well as with respect to south in both anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. Okay, so there are the four cases for the conversion of whole circle bearing to the reduced bearing. If the bearing of a line lies between 0 to 90 degree, that is in the first quadrant, so RB, that is the reduced bearing, is equal to whole circle bearing, and the quadrant is called as northeast quadrant. Okay. The second case in which the bearing of a line lies between 90 degree to 180 degree, right? So for getting the reduced bearing, you have to deduct whole circle bearing with 180 degree, and the quadrant is southeast quadrant. For the third case, if the bearing of a line lies between 180 degree to 270 degree, and for getting the reduced bearing, you have to deduct 180 degree with whole circle bearing, and the quadrant is southwest quadrant. For the fourth case, if the bearing of a line lies between 270 degree to 360 degree, then for getting the RB, you have to deduct whole circle bearing with 360 degree, and the quadrant is northwest quadrant. Okay, so these are the four cases for the conversion of whole circle bearing to the RB with respect to quadrant. Now, the second table, that is for the conversion of reduced bearing to the whole circle bearing. So again there are four cases. If the RB lies in the quadrant northeast, that is the first quadrant, lies in first quadrant. So for getting the whole circle bearing, as you all know, the RB is in the first quadrant, so the whole circle bearing is also equal to the reduced bearing. Okay, and the whole circle bearing obtained between 0 to 90 degree when the RB and whole circle bearing is dealing with the first quadrant, that is NE. Okay, then the second case is SE, that is the southeast quadrant. If the RB is in southeast quadrant, then for getting the whole circle bearing, you have to deduct RB value with the 180 degree value, right? And the whole circle bearing lies between 90 degree to 180 degree in that case. Now the third case, when the RB lies between southwest quadrant, that is the third quadrant, so for getting the whole circle bearing, you have to add 180 degree into the RB value, that is into the reduced bearing. So the whole circle bearing lies between 180 degree to 270 degree. And in the fourth case, if the RB, that is the reduced bearing, lies in the fourth quadrant, that is northwest, then for getting the whole circle bearing, you have to deduct RB value with respect to 360 degree, and the whole circle bearing lies between 270 degree to 360 degree. Okay, so basically this is the overall conversion of RB to WCB with respect to quadrants. Now, the numerical based on whole circle bearing and RB. So, you have to convert the following whole circle bearings into reduced bearing. Number 1 is 49 degree, number 2 is 240 degree, third bearing is 133, and last one is 335 degree. So, let us begin with the solution. So, as the first bearing lies between first quadrant, that is northeast quadrant. Okay, so for getting the RB value, you have to consider as same as whole circle bearing. Since the line falls in the first quadrant, therefore the nearer pole is the north pole and is measured from north towards east as 49 degree. Therefore, the reduced bearing is equal to n 49 degree east, okay, because it is lies in the first quadrant. So, the whole circle bearing is equal to the reduced bearing. Now, the second one is 240 degree. Since the lines fall in the third quadrant, therefore, the nearer pole is as usual south pole and is measured from south towards the west, right. So, for getting the RB value, you have to deduct whole circle bearing minus 180 degree and you will get the reduced bearing, that is lies in the third quadrant south 60 degree west. The value which is obtained of reduced bearing is south 60 degree west, okay. Now, the third is 133 degree. Since the line falls in the second quadrant, therefore, the nearer pole is south pole and the bearing is measured from south towards east. So, for getting the RB value, you have to deduct 133 degree with 180 degree and you will get the reduced bearing, that is south 47 degree east, lies in the second quadrant. Now, the last bearing is 335 degree. Since the line falls in the third quadrant, therefore, the nearer pole is the north pole and the bearing is measured from north towards the west. So, for getting the reduced bearing, you have to deduct the whole circle bearing value with 360 degree and the result which is obtained, the answer which is obtained is RB is equal to RB is equal to north 25 degree west, okay. So, this is the basically conversion of whole circle bearing to the reduced bearing. In this way, you have to carry out the conversion. Now, begin with the second numerical. In this numerical, you have to convert the reduced bearing into whole circle bearings. So, number 1 is north 65 degree east. Second is south 43 degree 15 minutes east. Third is south 52 degree 13 minute west. And the last one is north 32 degree 42 minutes west. So, here is the solution. Let theta be the whole circle bearing. Since the first bearing lies in any quadrant, so theta, that is the reduced bearing, is equal to whole circle bearing and the answer of whole circle bearing is 65, is same as the RB value, okay, because the RB lies in the first quadrant. Now, for getting the second solution, since it is in a southeast quadrant, so for getting the whole circle bearing, you have to deduct the RB value with 180 degree, that is 180 minus 43 degree 15 minutes and you will get the whole circle bearing as 136 degree 45 minutes. Now, for the solution of third value, since it lies in southwest quadrant, that is 52 degree 30 minutes southwest quadrant. So, for getting the whole circle bearing, you have to deduct the RB value with 180 degree, okay. So, 180 plus 52 degree, you have to add, okay, you have to add 180 degree with RB value, that is 180 plus 52 degree 30 minutes, you will get the whole circle bearing as 232 degree 30 minutes, right. Now, for getting the fourth solution, since it lies in northwest quadrant, that is 32 degree 42 minutes northwest quadrant. So, for obtain the whole circle bearing, you have to deduct RB value with 360 degree and you will get the whole circle bearing as 327 degree 18 minutes. So, this is the overall conversion of RB to WCB. In this way, you have to carry out the solution. Now, the next concept is deal with the forebearing and back bearing, okay. So, the following four bearings were observed for lines AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FG respectively. Determine their back bearings. So, basically I would like to tell you what is meant by forebearing. So, forebearing is measured in the progress of survey line and the back bearing is measured in the opposite direction of the progress of survey line, okay. So, bearing is nothing but the angles, right. So, the first value is 148 degree, second is 65, third you have to convert into back bearing, that is 285, next is 215, then N36 degree west and S40 degree east. Now, you have to convert all this forebearing into the back bearing values, okay. So, the solution is as follows. Basically, the difference between forebearing and the back bearing of a line must be 180 degree. Noting that in WCB, angle is from 0 degree to 30 degree, that is always measured with respect to north. So we find back bearing. So there is a formula for calculating the back bearing is forebearing plus minus 180 degree. Okay, so you have to add 180 degree if the forebearing is less than 180 degree, and you have to deduct 180 degree when the forebearing is more than 180 degree. Okay, so begin with the solution. So the back bearing of line AB is equal to, as the forebearing of line AB is 145 degree, which is less than 180 degree. So for getting the back bearing, you have to add 180 degree in 145, right? So the back bearing of AB is equal to 145 degree plus 180, which is equal to 325 degree. Okay, then the next is to getting the back bearing of BC. As you all know, the forebearing of BC is 65 degree. So for getting the back bearing, you have to add 180 degree because 65 is less than 180 degree. Okay, so 65 plus 180 degree will give you the back bearing of BC, that is 245 degree. Now the back bearing of CD, as usual, it is equal to 285 minus 180. Why we use the minus sign here? Because 285 is greater than 180 degree. Therefore, for getting the back bearing of line CD, you have to deduct 180 degree. So the answer is obtained as 105 degree. Okay, moving forward to the next bearing. So for getting the back bearing of DE, that is 215 minus 180, here is also the same case is applied, that is 215 is greater than 180 degree. So for obtain the back bearing of line DE, you have to deduct 180 degree, and the answer which is obtained is 35 degree, that is the back bearing of line DE. Okay, then in case of RB, the back bearing of a line can be obtained by simply interchanging north with south and at the same time east with west. Okay, so the back bearing of EF is simply obtained as south 36 degree east. Only you have to interchange the quadrants, right? Now the back bearing of FG is obtained as north 40 degree west. So it is as simple as that. Only you have to interchange the quadrant. Instead of north, you have to use south. Instead of east, you have to use west, and you will get the back bearing of line. Now the next topic is based on included angle. So this is the numerical is given. The forebearing of a line AB, BC, CD and DE are as follows: 45 degree 30 minutes, 120 degree 15 minutes, 200 degree 30 minutes and 280 degree 45 minutes respectively. All these bearing are measured in a progress of survey line. So it is called as forebearings. Now you have to find the angles of B, C and D. Okay, so it is the example of open traverse, as the first point and the last point does not meet at the same point, right? So basically it is the example of open traverse. Now begin with the solution. For getting the interior angle B, you have to first calculate the back bearing of line AB. So for obtain the back bearing of line AB, you have to add 180 degree to the forebearing. As forebearing is less than 180 degree, therefore you have to add 180 degree for getting the back bearing of line AB. So here in this case, 45 degree 30 minutes plus 180 degree 0 minutes minus forebearing of BC, that is 120 degree 15 minutes, and then you will able to get the value as 105 degree 15 minutes. Okay, so as the forebearing is given, first of all you have to calculate the back bearing of line AB, that is 225 degree 30 minutes, and then deduct the forebearing of BC and you will get the interior angle B. Similarly, for getting the interior angle C, first of all you have to obtain the back bearing of BC. So for obtaining the back bearing of BC, you have to add 180 degree into the forebearing value. So here in this case, forebearing is given as 120 degree 15 minutes, which is less than 180 degree. Then for getting the back bearing, you have to add 180 degree 0 minutes. So the answer is obtained 300 degree 15 minutes. Now deduct the forebearing of CD, that is 200 degree 15 minutes, and you will get the interior angle C as 100 degree 0 minutes. Okay. Now in the next case, as the forebearing of CD is greater than 180 degree, so here in this case the angle which is obtained is the exterior angle. Okay, so for calculating the exterior angle, you have to deal with the forebearing of DE minus back bearing of CD. So the forebearing of D is 280 degree 45 minutes, and for getting the back bearing you have to deduct 180 degree with respect to fore bearing, because fore bearing is greater than 180 degree. Therefore, for getting the back bearing you have to deduct 180 degree from 200 degree 30 minutes. So the answer is obtained as 20 degree 30 minutes. Now the exterior angle of D is 280 degree 45 minutes minus 20 degree 30 minutes, and you will get the answer of exterior angle as 260 degree 15 minutes. Right. Now after that, as the exterior angle of D is obtained, so for getting the interior angle of D you have to deduct this value of 260 degree 15 minute with respect to 360 degree, and you will get the interior angle of D as 99 degree 45 minutes. So basically this is the overall solution of the numerical. Okay. Hope you understand the concept. Only you have to calculate the back bearing of line with respect to fore bearing. Fore bearing is given in the numerical. For getting the back bearing, only you have to add 180 degree or deduct 180 degree. When the fore bearing is greater than 180 degree, then you have to deduct 180 degree for getting the back bearing, and the fore bearing is less than 180 degree, then you have to add 180 degree for getting the back bearing. Okay. So by applying this concept you are able to find out the interior angles of the traverse of the station. Now the next numerical again, which is based on included angles. So the following bearings were taken in a closed traverse. So here in this case the traverse is closed, that is first point and the end point is meeting at the same point. Okay. So the origin and the end point is at the same station. Okay. So for following bearings were taken in a closed traverse, you have to find out the interior angles of a traverse. So there is a line AB, BC, CD, DA. Fore bearing is given and the back bearing is also given, right? Or in such case, if the back bearing is not given in the numerical, then you should able to calculate with the help of previous concept, that is for adding 180 degree or deduct 180 degree, you will able to get the back bearings. So here in this case the fore bearing and back bearing is given. So this is the overall diagrammatic representation of the traverse, that is closed traverse. So begin with the solution. You have to calculate the interior angle. So angle A is obtained as back bearing of DA minus fore bearing of AB. So back bearing of DA is given, that is 109 degrees 0 minutes. Fore bearing of AB is also given, that is for 45 degrees 0 minutes, and the angle which is obtained is 64 degrees 0 minutes, that is the angle A. Now for getting the angle B, apply the formula, that is back bearing of AB minus fore bearing of BC. So the back bearing of AB is given, that is 225 degrees 0 minutes, and the fore bearing of BC is 123 degree 30 minutes. So the angle of B is obtained as 101 degree 30 minutes. Now for getting the angle C, again back bearing of BC minus fore bearing of CD, that is 303 degree 30 minutes minus 181 degree 0 minutes, and you will get the angle C as 122 degree 30 minutes. So this is the formula for calculating the angles, right? You have to consider the previous back bearing and the fore bearing of the same station, right? Now as far as the angle D concerned, the fore bearing is greater than 180 degree, therefore the angle which is obtained is exterior angle. So the angle D is equal to FB of DA minus BB of CD. So FB of DA is 289 degree 0 minutes and back bearing of CD is 1 degree. So the exterior angle of D is obtained as 288 degree. Okay. So for obtaining the interior angle, you have to deduct this value with respect to 360 degree, and you will get the interior angle D as 72 degree. Okay. Now you have to sum of all the angles, that is angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D, and the sum which is obtained should be equivalent to the 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. This is the check you have to apply it while dealing with the traverse, right? So the check is 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So here in this case there are 4 sides of the traverse, so you have to multiply 2 into 4 minus 4 into 90 degree. So the result which is obtained is 360 degree. It is equal to the sum of angles. Here the numerical is checked. hence check, okay, hence okay, because the sum of angles is equal to the 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So basically this is the check is applied while we dealing with the compass traversing. Now the next topic is determination of true bearing and magnetic bearing. Okay, so the true bearing of a line is always measured with respect to true north, and the magnetic bearing of line is always measured with respect to magnetic north, right? And the difference between true bearing and the magnetic bearing is always called as magnetic declination. Okay, so for obtaining true bearing you have to apply the formula, that is magnetic bearing plus minus declination. Use plus sign when declination is towards east, use minus sign when declination is towards west. Same for magnetic bearing, you have to apply the formula as true bearing plus minus declination. Here in this case, use plus sign when declination is towards west, use minus sign when declination is towards east. Okay. Now begin with the numerical. The magnetic bearing of line AB is given as 135 degree 30 minutes. Then you have to find out the true bearing if the declination is 5 degree 15 minutes west. Another numerical is that the true bearing of a line is given as 210 degree 45 minutes, and you have to calculate the magnetic bearing if the declination is 8 degree 15 minutes west. So the solution is as follows. For obtaining the true bearing of line AB, for the first numerical you have to apply the formula as magnetic bearing minus declination. Okay, because declination is in west, and when the declination is in west, for in case of true bearing, so you have to apply the negative sign. So 135 degree minus 135 degree 30 minutes minus 5 degree 15 minutes, the true bearing of line AB is obtained as 130 degree 15 minutes. Similarly, for getting the magnetic bearing of AB, you have to apply the formula as true bearing minus declination, because again in this case the declination is in west, right? So you have to add the plus sign here, right? So 210 degree 45 minutes plus 8 degree 15 minutes, you will get the value of magnetic bearing as 219 degree. Okay, so there is a correction in the formula, that is true bearing plus declination. You have to add plus because declination is in west, and for getting the magnetic bearing you have to add plus sign there, right? So 210 degree 45 minutes plus 8 degree 15 minutes, you will get the value of magnetic bearing of AB, that is 219 degree. Now moving forward to the next topic, that is numerical based on local attraction. Okay, so local attraction is nothing but the presence of magnetic materials nearby the survey field. So because of that, the readings, the bearings which is obtained is slightly incorrect. Okay, so with the help of applying correction, you are able to find out the corrected bearings when there is a local attraction suspect. Okay, so the local attraction phenomena I already briefed in my previous video of compass survey. So now begin with the numerical. The following bearings are observed of a line of a traverse A, B, C, D, E, A with a compass in a place where local attraction was suspected. That means the magnetic components were there over the field. So you have to find out the corrected bearings of the line. So the line AB, BC, CD, DE and EA, their fore bearing is given as follows, and as well as the back bearing is also given, okay, which is measured over the field where there is a local attraction suspect. So these are the fore bearings and back bearings value which is obtained from the field. Now you have to find out whether the local attraction is occur on which line and what are the corrections you have to apply for getting the corrected bearings. So basically this is the overall traverse of A, B, C, D, E. The bearings are measured in anticlockwise direction, that is A to B, then B to C, C to D, D to E and again E to A. This is the example of closed traverse, as the first point and the end point meeting at the same, that is A, common point, right? Now, so first of all you have to find out the difference of fore bearing and back bearing of a line. So for that you have to calculate the difference of FB and BB. So for the line AB, the difference of forebearing and back bearing is obtained as 178 degree 45 minutes. For line BC, difference is obtained as 183 degree, and for CD the difference is 178 degree 15 minutes, and for DE it is 180 degree, and for EA the difference of FB and BB is obtained as 182 degree 30 minutes. So when the difference of forebearing and back bearing is exactly 180 degree, then that station is free from local attraction. Okay, so when the difference of FB and BB is 180 degree, the station is free from local attraction. This is the check, right? So this is so begin with the solution. You have to apply direct correction in this method. Okay, so on verify the observed bearing, it is found that the FB and BB of line DE differ by exactly 180 degree. So the station D and E are free from local attraction because the difference of forebearing and back bearing is exactly 180 degree, and the observed FB and BB of DE are correct. Okay, so begin with the next station, that is the observed FB of EA is also correct. Whatever the angles, whatever the bearings are measured with respect to station E and station E are correct, because the station D and station E are free from local attraction, as the forebearing and back bearing difference is exactly 180 degree in this case. So now the action of BB of EA should be 330 degree 15 minutes minus 180 degree is equal to 150 degree 15 minutes, but in the numerical the observed bearing is as 147 degree 45 minutes. So the correction you have to apply it for the station A, that is 150 degree minus 147 degree 45 minutes. The error is negative, so the correction is applied as a positive. So plus 2 degree 30 minutes is the correction you have to apply it at station A. Okay, now the corrected FB of AB is 191 degree 45 minutes, which is given in the numerical. Now after applying the correction, the corrected forebearing is obtained as 194 degree 15 minutes. So as the forebearing is 194 degree 15 minutes, which is greater than 180 degree, so for getting the back bearing of AB you should deduct 180 degree. So here in this case 194 degree 15 minutes minus 180 degree 0 minutes, the back bearing of AB is obtained as 14 degree 15 minutes. But the observed bearing, which is given in the numerical as 13 degree 0 minutes. So here is the error is minus 1 degree 15 minutes. So the correction you have to apply it in a positive way, in a positive, that is 1 degree 15 minutes at station B. Okay, now so the corrected forebearing of BC after applying the correction is 40 degree 45 minutes, because 39 degree 30 minutes is given in the numerical, and the correction you have to apply it of 1 degree 15 minutes, and the value which is obtained is 40 degree 15 minutes. That is the corrected forebearing. So as the forebearing is less than 180 degree, you have to add 180 degree for getting the back bearing of BC, because it is less than 180 degree. So therefore the corrected back bearing of BC should be obtained as 40 degree 45 minutes plus 180 degree is equal to 220 degree 45 minutes. So the correction you have to apply it as 220 degree 45 minutes, and the observed bearing is 2 degree 30 minutes. So the correction you have to apply it as minus 1 degree 45 minutes at station C, because the error is positive, so you have to apply the correction in negative. Okay, so now after applying the correction at station C, the forebearing of CD is obtained as 20 degree 30 minutes. The observed bearing is 22 degree 15 minutes. After applying the correction as 1 degree 45 minute minus 1 degree 45 minutes, you get the corrected forebearing of CD as 20 degree 30 minutes. So which tallies with the observed BB of CD, because D is free from local attraction, which also tallies with the remark made at the beginning. Okay, so whatever the bearing are measured with respect to D and E is correct, because that station D and E is free from local attraction. So here is, in case the values are tallies, right, so the remark made at the beginning is correct. Okay, so here I conclude the numerical of based on local attraction topic. So at last you have to write down the values into the given format, that is line AB. What are the bearings you observed over the field? That is forebearing and back bearing. After that you have to add the correction table, whatever the corrections you applied at station A, B and C, and D and E is already free from local attraction, therefore the 0 degree correction is applied at station D and station E. Okay. Now the corrected forebearing which is obtained by applying the correction is write down over here in the given format, that is corrected forebearing is as follows. For station AB it is 194 degree 15 minutes and back bearing is 14 degree 15 minutes. For station BC forebearing is 40 degree 15 minutes as well as back bearing is 220 degree 45 minutes. CD, station CD, for line CD forebearing is 20 degree 30 minutes and the back bearing is 200 degree 30 minutes. Same for line DE, forebearing is correct, that is 242 degree 45 minutes, as well as back bearing is also correct, which is given in the numerical, that is 62 degree 45 minutes. Line EA, corrected FB is 330 degree 15 minutes and back bearing, corrected back bearing is 150 degree 15 minutes, right. So the station D and E are free from local attraction because the difference of FB and BB is exactly 180 degree, therefore we applied the corrections on the next station, that is A, B, C, right. So in this way you have to carry out the numerical based on local attraction phenomena, right. Hope you all understand the concept of measurement of angles with the help of prismatic compass, right. So here in this video session I cleared the concept of whole circle bearing, reduced bearing, forebearing, back bearing and the included angles of closed traverse as well as open traverse, what are the checks are applied, okay, and at last the numerical based on local attraction, okay. So thank you so much. Thank you for listening the video very patiently. Thank you so much. Take care. I am ending the lecture. Thank you.